looks like the matchup that he's going to be facing in lane is going to be this Juggernaut comboed together with the Wyvern. And meanwhile, Schofield needs to back up. Can't be too cavalier with your movement. The Hawk's going to chase you down the bear, man.
Dude, so Tiny with boots has 5 more move speed than Ursa with no boots. Feels bad to be the rock boy. Dude, some of these here, I mean, you look at the Coddle too, right? Coddle has 332, 1 less than the Tiny.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Well, Gambit able to pick up 2, and meanwhile the spin up top, it's going to be Demo Boys picking up 2 of their own.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Winter Wyvern, that's the problem. He's not the best laner, right? Like his Splinter Blast does do a ton of damage on low cooldown, but it pushes the wave. You never want to, you just can't get Arctic Burn level 1 anymore. And I think that's going to be the problem. He's just not a good laner.
Yeah. On the other side, though, you don't have the best laner in the world either in the Earth Spirit, but he can still find kills if you step a little bit too far forward. Probably would need to wait till that 5-minute mark to make that happen. But the other story is going to be down bottom. How do they deal with this Ursa that's just been such a pestilence in laning stage and pubs everywhere? This guy's just, he owns.
Yeah, he really does. And for now, I guess, yeah, you just got to abuse the fire spirits, right? He can't last hit if he has no attack speed and doesn't have the overpower skilled yet. And we do finally see the Coddle. We've seen it banned a lot, but we just haven't seen it played that much. And finally get to see FNG do his thing.
Oh, and this is a really nice move by the Earth Spirit also, as we see Jamari just get sort of pushed back a little bit there by FN on the mid OD. Another Avalanche comes out as well. But pull the creep wave back behind the tower, help ensure that the Earth Spirit's going to be able to get to some early levels. It does look like Excel is going to come in and try and contest with that one, while meanwhile Afterlife can just sort of push him away behind the tier 1 tower.
This is more of this patch, you know, everyone pulling their creeps, you know, hiding behind their tower. Got some Darkseer type plays here. I just like how it's the 5 versus 4 and the 3 versus 1 right here going at it.
Yeah, we've got 4 lanes right now. What the hell's happening?
It's going crazy down here. FNG skills the Illuminate first. We see, I know at least Seema the Slayer, he loves going Blinding Light first. He's like one of those guys, he skills it in the fountain, like immediately. And you see FNG, he goes Illuminate Chakra, so a lot different style.
Yeah, he is doing a lot of damage to Schofield. Schofield might need to be careful here. You said that very quick Coddle, and he only has so many places he can go. Oh, the juke back! Wow. Schofield, what a player.
I thought Seabiscuit ran him over right there. It actually looked like it hit him, but he will get out, and yeah, having those boots will save him. Barely.
Did.
Double damage picked up. Just denying the rune from anyone else.
This does sort of highlight, though, in the mid lane, the problems of playing Ember into the OD. 13-7 versus 6-0 for Jamari.
Yeah, and we talked about it. I mean, I'm sure Jamari has played all these bad matchups, but I mean, you can practice so much, but if the matchup is that bad, you're always going to struggle, especially against someone like FN, who is he's been around the block
more than a few times.
It is nice to see him again. I'm glad to see FN again.
Yeah, you had that time on the Empire team where it felt like they were doing really well. Then obviously kind of went by the wayside, roll in onto Jamari, and be able to push him back. The Arcane Orb as well, good amount of damage, but Jamari's still chasing forward, and Immersion might have just fed his death here. They find one more punch, gets the kill, and Ember able to walk away from it.
Wow, that is not a kill. I thought he was TPing in to come cold embrace him, save him. Nah, he's got Arctic Burn, he's got Splinter Blast, and that right click uphill could have missed, but they get the first blood barely, and that's what they needed. Bottom, I think. The Hawk, he's, what is he, 11-3, and actually the Phoenix is 12-4. He's having a decent time.
Yeah, it looked like there was some contention for the hard camps here as well, and there was a double wave that got pushed in since Kato went for a single pull. Nice chains there onto FN. Makes him pay a little bit for that bit of damage done, and we'll get another deny as well. So things kind of looking up a little bit. It's still such a tough matchup, though, and that's the thing really about Ember. It's not like a Shadow Fiend in terms of catching up really quickly in the jungle.
Nope.
Nice.
I love that he cancels the TP after he sees they back off, and that's a really good play there by Afterlife, actually. It saves him so much time, because he was going all the way back to base.
Yeah.
That was a really heads-up play, just canceling it.
Like it's a regen rune top. It will be picked up by the OD.
One to get. We're going to see the normal here. Schofield actually looking to just scoop up some experienced middle, but it's going to be so hard.
Well, Sword pulls back as well. Doesn't want to get rolled on, but they are going to be after him right from the start. Doesn't manage to worry that much about anything. And that Phoenix still having a very nice time. See if we have any Midases in this game. All these heroes feel like they could be Midas heroes.
Feels like Ursa is only going for the phase boots, but I wouldn't doubt if he goes for it again. I think Ursa, once again, is just one of those heroes that's good, and it helps secure past like the 30 to 40 minute mark. And Schofield versus the Hawk, the rune. Schofield, oh, the steal by Immersion. Oh, man.
He made the play, and now Sword trying to see if he can make a little bit of a turnaround here. Immersion is going to get tossed back and ends up dying. Want the deny.
Almost gets the suicide, but couldn't quite. Nice toss.
Sword needs Fearful. He doesn't end up dropping down to it, too. Not a whole lot of armor on that Birdman, but nighttime now, first one.
It is nice to see. Oh, sorry, I was looking at top, but it is nice to see the Sword doing good again. I mean, one of his first, I remember watching like 3-4 years ago, he was on Lucchini Gaming, and he looked like a superstar on that team, and he has finally grown, and good to see him at Valve events again. It has been some time.
Totally, yeah, and you know, back on the Not Today roster when they were still there with Schofield as well. Immersion going to get pulled back here under tower, and TP away. Does it work? Can't get in range for the Astral. Nice play there.
Or the Void, they just couldn't get vision. He was on some little weird cliff you just can't see. That was a nice play.
Oh. But yeah, all of these players for Demo Boys, they've got a pretty storied history.
I think J Mari's really the only one who hasn't like been around the block. And I mean, as we said, he qualified to a major. Unfortunately, he wasn't on the team when the major came around. But Excel and Katara, I mean, I brought it up though when they upset Newbie at the Frankfurt major. That was like at the time like one of the biggest upsets ever.
So it turns out that Peru has pizza parties too.
Yes,
they do. Me.
Everyone loves some pizza. I wonder if they're thin crust or deep dish guy. Who knows though? Who knows?
Dude, those are some dangerous assumptions. I feel like deep dish is always better. Uh-oh. Look at this guy. He wants to go for him, but they won't be able to make any type of play onto the Juggernaut yet. But I feel like with Immersion nearby, they could think about going on the Katara. It's just so difficult with that Omni Slash available.
If he has any sort of quick fingers, if he gets spin off, he just survives. That's it.
Oh, and there's no silence yet for Afterlife either.
It looks like they're just playing for the second nighttime, it seems. They don't really seem to care too much about this first nighttime. And we saw, right, they went to a later game, last game as well, the 35 to 40 minute mark, and they won, so they're fine with this, just playing it a little bit slower. They know they can be aggressive later, and it will be a Midas coming out for the Ursa next.
Also has one queued up here for the Sword.
People, they both want it middle. Schofield, he gets rolled on, should just be a quick one.
Oh, walk away. And there's going to be the catch.
He just kills, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't have stick. You can stick before like the damage happens. It's one of the few things, but he'll be fine. Well, he won't be fine. I mean, FN will be fine getting the kill.
Oh, Kataro chasing, trying to find that kill onto FNG. They do bring him down, and now have an Omni Slash available as well if they want to use it. For Kataro?
He definitely could. He has the wand.
Yeah, thinking about chasing. Doesn't have any creep wave here, so he's going to keep this Catapult alive for the moment and kind of zone out Afterlife, but with FN rotating in.
Ooh, this is scary.
Yeah, looks like they're going to be able to get out of there, but that does signal that, all right, you can push out the mid lane if you're the Ember now as well.
That's like what he'll do. Yeah, it's Nightstalker. This is Juggernaut. Hey, he's having this great old time right now.
Oh, Schofield going to toss him back. He might just turn and try and kill the Phoenix. Good decision to Icarus dive away from that one.
You could. They were. I think they did it on purpose, right? They're just trying to bait out the Ursa ult, but he doesn't fall for it. He's like, wait a minute. Why would you ever toss me to your guy I can two-shot? Interesting. Oh. Smart play by both teams. I like it. And they did it. They had that ward actually, and obviously got de-warded top by the tier 1 Radiant. That's why they saw FN rotate up there. They had the ward in the Sentry, but Radiant will clear it up.
Okay. Hawk. Gonna do a little bit of jungling for a moment. And while Schofield comes in, steals away a few of those last hits.
Gets the big one. That's all he cares about.
Mari can farm up in the jungle a little bit now. Trying to recover from the tough laning stage that they saw against the OD. So, Cell become an ice cube for a second. Needs to run away. And Katara moving into position. Omni Slash just going to jump now. Try and take down Afterlife. He has the spin afterwards, but he's not quick enough.
Yep. That's just... knowing that hero. You know exactly what you can't do. Gets the kill, gets out, wastes the Omni Slash as well. That's the biggest thing. Now you're not scared, even during daytime. You're actually not that scared anymore once it turns that way.
Speaking of daytime, it is going to make that switch in about 20-ish seconds from now. We'll see what it is that at that time they try to do on the side of Demolition Boys. I mean, is it the type of thing where you do need to just make stuff happen during daytime if you're Demo Boys, or?
I think so, and nothing to happen. It looks like they do it. They actually rotate Katara bottom. I'll be curious to see if Sword stays here after he gets the runes. It looks like he will, so they want to make something happen down here, but guess what? You've got FNG with level 2 Illuminating. He's got that blinding light as well. They can D-push forever.
Yeah. I mean, the hard commit could come as well with the Supernova. Dark Ascension's already been used as well, so you wouldn't be able to have that unimpeded vision.
Well, they're going. They're going behind the tower.
Find themselves one. It's Afterlife in some trouble. They can't get in range with the Splinter Blast, but the slow burn down is coming, and they're bringing in Schofield as well. Avalanche toss. See you later.
As you said, right, just turns the daytime, they make something happen, and I believe FNG's just dead. I think he's just pulling the creeps, trying to waste time at this point. Maybe not, though.
They're rolling with the other ones. They've got the Ignis Fastest down as well, trying to take down this egg. It is going to pop with one more punch, and FN able to live, walking away on just 170 HP. And FNG able to live through all of this. Although, oh, the good catch there. Astral able to dodge away from the Splinter Blast, and they lose a cell.
Yep, they lose 3 there. If that egg goes off, it's a 3-0 the other way. Good job of Immersion and FNG just immediately going on the egg. No hesitation, or else they're all going to die there.
Yeah.
Look at this.
This is that moment where you would need that like other combo together to make it work. Like other level 6 on Winter Wyvern, or you know, an Avalanche on top of those heroes.
I think the biggest thing is, right, when we've seen Jay Mari, he's been owning, he likes to rotate around. He gets the runes and rotates to other lanes. This game, because he lost his lane so bad, he's been forced to the jungle, and I think this hurts their game a lot because he's had a huge impact on these early games for him.
Sometimes that person that just makes the stuff done. It's going to be an urn picked up for this Earth Spirit also, and I mean, the biggest thing with all of this is normally you'd have the tower taken while that fight was happening.
Oh, top. See you, Schofield.
He's gone. But they don't have that ability because this Coddle is just keeping the waves pushed out afterwards.
Yep, I love it. You see why this here's first pick. It farms up, and not only that, it's a crazy team fighter. And oh, bottom? Can Sword do anything? No, EP out.
Ain't nothing.
That hero, very good. I know, you know, some people talk about, oh, they kind of ruined his identity, but now, I mean, he's got that playmaking ability.
Yeah,
he still has the D-push, and he has the playmaking ability. He's a very good hero right now.
He's taken on a new identity.
He has. Sometimes you got to do it. Jason Bourne did it early in his career, and look at him. He had 4 movies.
Oh, I thought you meant Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
That as well. They
right,
both lived pretty successful careers. One of them not quite, I wouldn't suggest it to anyone, but... There's the Midas, 12 minutes in. This Ursa, it feels like he had like a little bit of a rough time bottom, not that much. I mean, he's 4th in CS, but now he's just doing whatever he wants. They can't pressure him at all. And I think that's the problem. Last game you saw a lot of pressure from Demo Boys, but look where FN's farming Dire jungle. Same with the Hawk. He's going to TP bottom.
Now the Omni Slash going to be interrupted there. They're able to walk away from it afterwards. The Winter's Curse follow-up with the egg on top of it. It's only onto these 2 heroes, but the Hawk trying to show up to this one as well. They're actually going to be able to take down the egg.
Oh,
what? Excuse me, they make it happen. Immersion, though, in some trouble. They turn it onto Excel, stacking up all of the hits, and the Astral should finish the job. They roll forward for more, finding themselves this kill onto the Jug. From bad to worse to terrible.
Once again, the exact same thing, right? If that egg goes off, that's at least a double kill. Maybe you get away from the Hawk, but they just kill the egg. It takes 6 seconds to blow up, and that was like 5.5. It felt like so close. But so close is not good enough, and it's just getting scary because Gambit's farming everywhere on the map. Look, they've got a hero bottom, middle, top, jungle. They are farming everywhere.
And it feels like, again, if you're waiting just until that level 12 instead, possibly, all of this stuff changes around. But because that didn't happen and, you know, able to get the last right click as the Coddle was dying.
Yep, and they don't even get immersion. It looked like Jay Mari might have done it, but he just had to get out before the Ursa went on him.
Gives him the kick at the end there. So 1,000 gold lead, but it's feeling like it is definitely them in control of the game right now. Gambit making it happen. Just drop the ulti on him, why don't you?
All right, the sword. He's looking pretty dull right now. This boy, oh my goodness. Gambit's just playing so well. I think this is a little more of how we expected in game 1 too, but they're looking pretty damn good. Level 2 ulti gonna get picked up now by OD. Won't have it for a while though, and pings out top. Immersion is everywhere now.
Dude, he is doing so much for them in this game. The silence comes out. There is no answer. They are just going to lose a life.
They honestly, they can't do anything. Schofield's like their big playmaker, and it's 15 minutes in. Usually he's getting close to a blink, but he is still about 700 away, and without that, they actually have 0 playmakers.
And it really does feel like they need those levels too. That level 2A can make all the difference in the world, but it keeps on getting popped right at the start. And you're also getting into these Midases for Gambit. So even though they're dominating right now, this is before they get that extra influx of gold.
Yep, you just said Nightsire picks this up. Kataro is the most farmed in the game currently, which is pretty surprising. Had just picked up Tread's Battle Fear at 15 minutes. Pretty damn good, honestly. If this guy keeps farming, the problem is his team's getting punished while he's farming, and eventually if they 5-man run at your base, you're just a Juggernaut. You use Omni, and then it's like, what else?
What was the game that we saw the other day where it was a Juggernaut that got Battle Fury at like 12 minutes or something, and then they ended up losing the game afterwards? Well, they've got the Will of the Wisp down yet again. The Winter's Curse doing an okay thing, but it's at the same time as the Avalanche was there, so they don't actually manage to kill off FNG, and now Afterlife in the middle of all of them, just going to be able to walk away.
Two of the biggest ults popped right there, but only one goes down there, Excel.
And they spot Kataro. He's going to spin and TP away. Heads up play.
Yep. Oh, it doesn't even kill the little centaurs, though. And I think you definitely, I don't know how, but Demolition boys, to make this game a little bit better, they have to take this middle tower. They just don't have anyone to do that, though. That's going to be the big problem. You see, they have a 4-man like defense team by Gambit to just protect. This protects both their jungles, this middle tower. They are not going to give it up, like, ever. FNG, he's doing his deep warding stuff. You see him do quite a bit.
Yeah. Does a good job of it. Gets him on both of those high grounds, which is just going to make all these plays in the jungle that much easier. Immersion.
Ain't no immersion's there. Excel saw him walk over there.
Yeah.
But what can they do, right? That's the problem. Winter Wyvern just doesn't honestly do that much. He throws a Splinter Blast, and then guess what? If you don't have ulti, that's your hero.
Yeah, it definitely slows down the push. But right now in this game, it doesn't feel like Gambit are in any rush to really try and push.
Yeah. It's been enjoyable watching Gambit. They still do a lot of the same drafts and stuff, but you can tell they've learned a lot of just how to play the draft. It used to just be go, go, go. Yeah, we'll suicide 4 heroes for a tier 3 now.
Right.
We play safer. We still dominate you, but we're just playing a lot smarter. We're adapting.
What the heck happened in that graph there, by the way?
Who knows? It seems to be, you know, the Dota buff has gotten a little bit wonky in the past couple weeks.
Yeah. FNG. Okay.
Should die here.
Yeah, probably. Does have his ulti if you want to drop that one, but he's just gone.
Excel gets the kill. Jamar is like, come on, let me have those kills. He's getting close to his Maelstrom. He does have the Boots of Travel, so they can split push. They can make it very annoying for Gambit. The problem is Gambit has a lot of good stuff. Uh-oh, ulti just comes out. Night Stalker, see you later.
He's dead.
That's good. It denies Roshan for a little bit longer, and guess what? That's a lot of nighttime wasted.
Yeah, that's the other big thing, definitely.
Okay, I like what Demolition boys do now. It's less than a K lead. Dude, Jay Mari can just be an absolute nuisance this game. Boots of Travel, Ember Spirit always has been.
I mean, that is definitely the sort of strength of this hero, is that it doesn't catch up in the same way as a Shadow Fiend does, where you just retreat to the jungle, but can try and play safe around the outside edges of the map and keep those waves pushed out. They do need to be worried about the eventual jump that could come from like an OD Hex or something, but that's still a ways away.
Yeah. Man, Kataro, he's almost 1,000 gold lead over FN now. The boy is farming so quick. Hazard Yasha going for a Shadow Blade next.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah, he wants to play aggressive. I like it. Last game he did go a little bit more passive. I mean, he was on Morphling. You kind of have to. So, but this game he is going full aggro now.
Our Spirit does have a full Spirit Vessel. The Hawk going towards that BKB afterwards. Now, 19 minutes in as we get closer to this next round of bounty runes. We'll see if we have an engagement. It's going to be daytime. Just a little over a minute.
Yep, it's tough to take that 20-minute fight. Obviously, Night Stalker will have ulti up, but I like how he just leaves one of his remnants on those bottom runes. He's like,
yeah.
if you want to fight here, Radiant, there's definitely going to be at least +1 heroes coming in.
True enough.
And I like that. Sleight of fists uphill, see if anyone's there. No one. This rune, or what's going to happen top? It feels like something crazy is going to happen top. Jamar again, he scouts out Roche. He's doing a good job just using Sleight to scout everything, and he's got to be careful here, though.
FNG has the pushback if he wants it, then. Okay.
Just gets out, yeah. I think it's smart. You don't know how many people are there, and he just flies away. See ya.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So FNG able to pick up the other 2 bounty runes. We've got a hood on the Night Stalker, and a smoke up comes from the side of Demo Boys, looking to make something happen here. Got all their ultis. They've got the potential to find a good jump onto these heroes. I mean, again, like, Winter's Curse into Supernova is a hell of a combo if you can catch them.
It is, and you just have to hope, right? We still haven't seen an Egg get up, but guess what? He has the level 2 ulti now. That is big. It just, right? It would have gone off both times in the past if he hadn't. As you said, with the Winter Curse, that will blow anyone up. So I think Gambit, they want to avoid these 5-man kind of pushes, which they're doing. The next thing could be Roche, but that's scary, right? Egg plus, I mean, 2 of the best counter Roshan are on Demolition, boys.
They're going to go into it, and
so
maybe, depending upon the way that this goes, Schofield, is he going to check? It's not feeling like it's quite going to happen.
Oh, he might throw a tree in, but it's going to be too late by that time. What if he steals it on accident? That would be super... Oh my god, did he steal? Oh, I thought he stole it with the avalanche. That would have actually been insane. Dude, how did he time that so perfectly?
I don't know. I think he was literally just like, what's going to happen if I do this?
Dude, if he just steals that gold, like, I don't think it makes that big of a difference, but it's one of those plays you're like, what the hell? How?
Yeah.
Doesn't get it, unfortunately, for them. I do like, if you're Demolition Boys, you do have to make something happen. I know Katara is the most farmed in the game, but this lineup, once you get the BKBs again, it's going to be tough. The Hawk actually denies the top tower, denies some team gold there.
More damage on the Afterlife, but no real commitment. They've been playing it very passive now, just trying to get their split push working. I mean, that is one of the things, too, is that there isn't great BKB piercing disable on the side of Gambit in this game.
Yep, it pretty much, it's the 2 big ultis again, right? You have to commit either the Winter's Curse or the Egg, and obviously Egg doesn't just pierce it. You have to, like, wait for it to pierce it, so...
Well, then on the side of Gambit, too, like, you can just go for the... You can just go for, like, spin TP away from most things as well.
It's going to be, I think you have to get that Basher next, but uh-oh, hammer, drop, sword, dead.
Wowzers. And maybe a chance for a turnaround. They don't have buyback on the Phoenix, though, so they can't really take this fight. Now the Winter's Curse used. This is not going to work. This is disaster and a half. That's going to be a mid-tier 1 tower, and Immersion giving them the what?
Yep, could be a tier 2 as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they just push it. They know the ulti's down, right? Like, the Winter Wyvern ulti is a huge part of their team fight. It's just gone. But no, they're just going to go farm up elsewhere. Defend bottom from Kataro. He just ultis.
Okay. Afterlife.
You know he's level 90. I wonder if he didn't realize, like, this isn't the other 4 heroes. This is Kataro 14,000 net worth, boy. He just absolutely ripped him up. Gets the tower, no Basher yet. Oh my god, he got him. He actually got him. Look at Qatar. Those are not happy well plays. I will tell you that. That was dude, the perfect timing. Ganks him when the overpower already up and then uses it again. And god, that has to feel so bad. If you just made a huge play as Juggernaut, you get a tier 2, you get a solo kill in a core, and then 0.1 second from getting out.
That was unreal.
Now
look at it. He's so close, that second overpower, like you were saying.
Damn. That just feels bad. Like, Kataro's actually just owning this game, and that one death could mean a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's not only just, like, the gold that he misses, but now he's off the map for this amount of time, and you can kind of do whatever you want as Gambit.
It looks like, I'm curious where they're going. They are smoked up. Arcaner in there. Okay, once that Basher's up on Ursa, this Jug, I almost feel, he's going Scotty. I feel you almost need a butterfly versus him. Or else this guy's just going to beat you down.
Yeah. Silence.
Wow.
Immersion always there.
He has had a game. He has really had a game on this Earth Spirit.
5, 2, and 8. 13 of their 16 kills by virtue of this Earth Spirit.
After game one, I'm like, man, his Rost is good. Rost just seems to be a good hero right now, but I know Immersion, he's an Earth Spirit guy. He used to spam it in pubs all the time, and you're seeing why. The boy is a beast on it.
Now the roll away, Gambit. Going to continue to hold this high ground. Juggernaut has respawned. Kataro looking to defend the tier 1 tower bottom, it looks like, although he is within vision of that ward, so I think you saw them, possibly. Now they scan, they realize that he's over here.
Oh, the Keeper of the Light might... Nah, I can't kill him. I do like, if you noticed, Radiant in that dire triangle, they left one little shard golem so that just Kataro can't farm as much. I like it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Just take away some of the gold. Uh-oh. See you later.
Roll up and it happens yet again.
Oh, I don't think you want to do that. That just gives them more intelligence stacks. That's what we talked about, right? You get the save, but then all of a sudden this OD has 5,000 intelligence, and what can you do?
I mean, Gambit right now feel like they're just in complete control. The net worth lead is not that significant.
But it really does. It's mostly Qatar, right? You look at everyone else, and they're just down on the board in middle.
All right, he does get the TP out. No Ursa this time to ruin his life, but instead it's Ursa down bottom. Or they might try and chase for this one. Can't get there.
Yeah, Winter Wyvern, the only one who can lock him down. That BKB right now, still dead and just spawns.
They don't have the Winter Wyvern with them for this fight right now either, and they're thinking about going. Already using the banishment. They have Aegis still on this Ursa. Omni Slash available as well. Winter Wyvern making her way over this direction as well. They could go for a big Winter's Curse if they're able to find him. They're all set up for it. Can they get in range? Looking for the opening and not finding it as they get the Will-O-Wisp. They drop down the silence. It comes afterwards. They're able to catch out that Winter Wyvern, and Omni Slash not doing nearly enough. Can they kill off this Night Stalker? The toss, it's not quite there. The ulti coming out from Coddle completely dismantled them, and then the Night Stalker afterwards. Beautiful play, but Demo, it's a sad, sad night.
Do they have dust? They do have dust. Will they keep going Immersion? He's like, I got this. Oh, no, I don't. You know what the worst thing, too? At the beginning of that fight, the tier 1 ended up going down to a siege unit exactly like game 1. Jay Mari could have denied it with the Ember Spear, but the siege unit kills it with his last attack, and now it's a 3K lead, and you see that Winter Wyvern. It felt like he was about to make the dopest play, but guess what? Nighttime, Night Stalker has the vision on you.
Yep. Really, really good reaction. Also, that Coddle ulti coming down and able to get that disable.
Perfect. That's what we talked. The Coddle new identity, and it's a good one for him. It feels so good to actually get that, like, I can help, guys. I'm in the team fight now. I used to just be an old wizard, but now I'm an old wizard with a ball of light.
Not just a creepy guy in the woods. I'm a helpful creepy guys.
He doesn't have Bastard on Ursa still.
But they do have Dust, and he did not TP away.
Qatar, can he do it? The jukes,
he needs to do it. He just juke his little shoes off.
And he did. Well played there. Nice use of the Quelling Blade, getting him out of there. Or Battle Fury, same thing.
Man, 20-8, 3,000 gold lead. It hasn't been that big definitive fight that's just pulled Gambit completely far ahead yet, but...
Look at that experience. That's the big thing. 13,000 experience.
That's really tough.
And it feels like this Phoenix, right? We still haven't seen the ulti, and uh-oh, Kataro
tries to run, nowhere to juke. You're in the area. Avalanche in a rough roll. Four-step the turnaround. They're able to keep him down. The Hawks still chasing. Excel got the ulti off to keep alive their Jug, but now they need to evacuate. And it looks like Sword is going to get out of there as well.
And this is just scary. It's still only a 3K lead, but you can just tell Demo Boys, like, they show up one place on the map, all of a sudden there's just 3 heroes from the Radiant right there next to him. Qatar just, he's not even safe with it. I think he went the Shadow Blade to just be able to farm a little bit safer, and it just, I mean, he did survive, but it's still just scary. Like, even right now, they're just right by him.
Yeah, and what happens when you get a gem on this Night Stalker or something, or one of the other heroes? They scan, they realize he's over here.
Oh, now he's farming, they might know.
Did they see the healing ward head over that direction? FN, though, goes completely left alone. The chase forward coming with the Ember Spirit trying to find that kill, almost getting them, and they do manage to take down FN. That's a huge win. And now Silence coming out. The Ursa trying to take him down. It's such a long duration, and they don't have an answer. Juggernaut getting countered by this Night Stalker.
FN's little bit of a mistake middle gets canceled out there by the good play by Ursa again. Ah, man, nighttime. It's so fun. This hero is just, it's such an odd hero, right? It's just useless. It's just useless half the game, and then the other half, he's a literal god.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be back around towards useless time in just a second here as daytime will come back around.
I still, we haven't, do you realize we saw 2 eggs get killed? We have not seen an egg since then. We have seen just 2 eggs this entire game.
Yeah.
He's level 15 now. He takes the 500 health, so a little bit.
That's a
survive. Uh-oh.
Eul Scepter in some trouble. The punch is coming. The silence out. It lasts long enough, and Jamari goes down again.
Once again, that was another 1 second thing. He was 1 second away from just getting out of there, but doesn't matter 1 second or 10 seconds. If you die, you die. Roshan in 42 seconds. They might just, I mean,
that's not like a Fast and the Furious quote right there.
Thank you. I like to model my casting after that. And, you know, Tyrese, one of the greatest actors of our time.
Exactly. Model my life after it. My life. Half a mile at it. All right, I'm done. Okay, so 4,000 gold lead, 23-9. And we do have all of Gambit waiting in the pit. Roche going to respawn very soon.
Is he actually going to wait it out? This is a pretty, it could be like a 2-minute wait for all he knows, but he's like, nah, you know what? This is how we win the game. I'll chill here all day. I don't care.
Easy.
That'd be hilarious if they left right when it spawned. Doesn't look like they will. Another 2 seconds after the timer for some reason, I've always noticed, but.
It is the, it was like a middle of the road spawn. So they knew that it was coming up soon, but didn't know how long.
Well, they're coming over. They know.
This is big.
Can they get there in time? I don't know.
Danger zone, sword in the midst of all of them. They're going to throw out that sun ray. Still have the supernova available if they want to do it, but he just gets picked up. The rest of them weren't there in time.
Yep, that's the problem. Jay Mari just couldn't make it there, and Katara was farming middle, but it's just so hard to commit, right? You don't know where the other heroes are on Radiant, so even if you're setting up, you don't, they could be smoked up behind you for all you know. It's scary. It's hard to go to that Roche pit blind. Gets the Sandy's Eclipse multiplier. This next hammer is definitely going to pound the nail in the coffin.
Taro is going to TP. Bit of a bold one, TPing without going for the spin right there, but FNG also in the area with FN. They turn it back around, supernova down. Can they kill it off in time? I think they can. The lift up. Oh man, and Dahak can go for the chase as well if they want. Well, Excel, Winter's Curse down as well. They do have the Force Staff afterwards. Going to try and TP out of there, and they find the catch, the blinding light, to make sure they can get him.
Yeah, blinding light into the banish feels bad. You go from being blind to being in the nether world. You're just not even on Earth anymore. And this is a 7K lead. This is the Gambit I think we expected to see.
Well, and it's what we've been talking about all game, that it's like it wasn't a huge lead for Gambit, but the amount of control they had in the game.
Like they were always on the dire side of the map. I mean, it's not like the game's over, but it's going to be very tough. This Juggernaut is not even the highest net worth anymore. He is going Butterfly, which I like, and the Ursa isn't going the MKB, but is getting Abyssal Blade, which is pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You might miss a couple attacks, but at least he's locked down in place.
True enough. And you can maybe, depend upon like a Sanity's Eclipse or something to come out afterwards to finish him off instead, because it doesn't have the highest in the world at 51 on that Jug.
They can definitely take a fight. They just, it's now 0 for 3 failed eggs. It doesn't feel like there's been an impactful Winter Wyvern ulti, but with this Juggernaut's farm, if you just get 1 successful egg, this boy is 4 slotted. Like, he is very stacked.
It's true. Like, all of the team fights have been super chaotic and like sporadic and just 1 or 2 ultis, but you get all of them in concert and they will win the fight, I feel like.
They need the ultis to have an impact right now, because right now it's just Kataro and Jay Mari split pushing, and you see they're just running at him again bottom. Ooh, the sentry. But he doesn't run into it.
So close to that butterfly.
They're just going to wait. When he has that, you get a good egg off. This is definitely the timing window. I think this is your last timing window.
Yeah. And maybe can wait out the Aegis would be the other thing. Like, Gambit might not... Oh, the blink away picks up the haste. Like, I guess if Demolition Boys can hold out and defend high ground until the Aegis is about to expire, then maybe smoke out as well. That could be the play.
Yeah, and it's good now. Ember has a Linken's, which, you know, I'm not always the biggest Linken's fan, but versus Ursa, he can't just blink in Abyssal. You guarantee a kill. He has to get a first hit bash or else you're gone. So he can just, Katara on him can continue just doing this really annoying split push style, which it's only a 5k lead. We're up to 7. They brought it back down again.
Yeah, slow and steady turnaround.
Topper, they're okay. Was that 4 TPs to the shrine? They are bringing everyone.
Oh, good reactions there. I'm not sure if it was a reaction or he just realized he doesn't want to be there anymore.
Yeah, that was near perfect. Holy smokes.
So they get away. Ember able to live through that.
Bounty runes. This bottom bounty rune, there might be some sort of fight. Schofield needs to be careful. He does have the gem. You do not want to lose that.
Yeah. But obviously OD didn't know how many people were there, and now it is nighttime. Coddle. It's so funny that we've gone to the place now where it's like Coddle Night Stalker is no longer report worthy if you draft them together.
Yeah. Because it used to be like, yo, is it daytime? No, it's nighttime. Oh god, it's daytime now. And then Phoenix as well. Yeah. This game actually has all of the time changers or X time changers as well.
Shadow bladed in, this Night Stalker. Hunting for some prey.
Spin out. Oh, whoa. Uh-oh. Excel?
I think he's, yeah,
He's just dead now. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that the nullifier just beats him down.
So much damage, look at him.
He does 200. He has as much damage as he did on his Legion Commander with like 10 dual wins. He actually does just 400 damage plus.
That's crazy.
That's so scary. It is on cooldown now though, which is pretty good for the Dire. I feel like you can't push if that's not up if you're Radiant, so they will have to wait a little bit longer. They're looking for more though. It's about to wear off.
And Kataro, the man that they find, and gonna be able to just be outside of range. The silence, but they got the Abyssal. And that's all they need to take down Kataro.
Damn, this Earth Spirit. Immersion is actually playing like, it says the Hawk is godlike, but Immersion gets that pick up, gets the gem, had the dust there to get the pick off. He is just playing so well.
Everything that you could want out of an Earth Spirit.
It really is. We've been wearied. Some of the Earth Spirits this tournament actually have felt a little bit weird. This one, there's been nothing weird about it.
And now ready to go up towards the high ground after finding that pick off onto Jug. Like you said, if they didn't have that pick off, they probably wouldn't have felt comfortable going for it. But able to walk away from the Ursa. The Phoenix lives for the moment.
Still tough to push, right? This is one of the few games Gambit, they just don't really have building hitters, right?
Yeah. No SF.
Nothing, you just got an Ursa is going MKB now, so this Jug's going to be a little bit more scared when that pops out.
OD gets the deny on the tower.
Like, he went Manta, by the way, on OD.
Oh, hey, look at that.
What's he... Am I just completely... Oh, just the Fire Spirits. Yeah, I assume it's just Fire Spirits.
And I guess the chains, too?
Yeah.
It's definitely
now, he can break
weird,
out
though.
of both of them, yeah. I like it. I mean, you just want attack speed on that here, right? Usually you see Yashikaya, but Manta, right? You get the 2 splits on multiple things, so it's not the worst thing. It is odd, but it works out.
Throw out the Illuminate, give him a little blinding light action. DDFN. He's actually hitting for 400 as well. Before Arcane Orb.
That's just scary. I think the biggest thing about this game too is Jay Mari, he's actually done a pretty decent job of farming top 4, but he's usually their playmaker, and he is 1, 2, and 3, so he's been involved in 4 kills in 38 minutes. Honestly, I think this might be his like lowest kill involvement in a long time, and it's just tough, right? Because the draft, every lane he went to is going to be tough.
And, well, Hawk able to not quite get him there.
Scare him off.
But again, like you're saying, I'm looking at these net worths, and it's feeling like it's maybe a way that you can take these fights still.
Definitely. I mean, it just all comes down to, as we said, the Bird Boys. The Bird Boys have to get near perfect ultimates.
And is this the moment where it's going to happen? Kataro is still down bottom, only level 23, but they are trying to set up on the OD, it looks like. Shadowblade going to wear off here in a second, and FN walking in towards the side.
Whoa.
Oh, moving, grooving, seeing what they can find. They don't have the Coddle with them.
Do not. He's just chilling up top. He's having a great time. FNG as a Glimmer Cape, you know you're having a good game when the position 6. This guy, he's got some items.
Yeah. Keep the tower going.
He's a full... Oh. Yeah, he's a full 4 staff flying out too. Or no, that's, yeah, FNG. Wow.
The
Bottom.
power of Coddle.
And they're still waiting. Like, both teams are like, dude, something has to happen bottom. One of us is going to find somebody. And uh-oh, Sentry Ward down and
Yeah,
just
take
kills
it
the
out.
Wardenrons.
Get me out of here.
So quick. Can they catch him? Can Schofield do it? He can.
Maybe. Ava, toss, looking for that opening. Go back onto Kataro. There's going to be the Omni Slash. Silence
play.
came a bit too late. Gem on the ground, and now FN needs to run.
Yep, that is a, whoa. They want to fight.
Okay, spin, roll back in. They end up throwing out that Winter's Curse a little bit off the mark, though, and FN pops the BKB, turns the fight on Schofield. Just going to give him more info as they chase down for more. The Hawk turns now, trying to take down Kataro. He is going to be kept alive by virtue of that Lincoln Sphere. On the other side, Schofield able to buy a little bit more time for himself, but he eventually will likely go down. The Supernova is out as well, and FNG trying to take it downtime. Are they going to be able to get it? Ursa turns, finds the kill, and now with those two heroes dead for 2 minutes roughly, and they're a minute on the Phoenix, they can maybe get something done here.
Definitely at least get that tier 2 bottom. If not, try to pressure a little bit more. And I love that Fen there. He doesn't get the kill on Schofield. He just stacks up intelligence. He's like, wait, my team needs me. And if he wasn't there, that egg, once again, might go off. So very good decision making. Ooh, we have seen, this is not the Shrine Demolition Boys wins games at. We have seen some struggles, and Schofield will die this time.
Look at FSN's in. This is actually just insane.
Oh god, he could drop J Mari, be careful. Luckily he does have that Lincoln's and Yule, so he gets a little bit of intelligence.
40 int stolen. But yeah, taking that multiplier. I mean, 40 int.
And he has the plus 60 second, level 25 talent. That one feels so good.
It's going to be just so much damage. He doesn't have the Kaya, which sometimes makes the difference also. But with this Manta, he actually becomes a little bit of a better pusher too.
Yeah, he does, and he's getting close to that sheep stick as well. They're just playing this, I like it. They're just playing it much safer, but they're still playing confidently as well. They're always on the dire side of the map, it feels like.
Yeah. Right now, Jamari's trying to keep those lanes pushed out on this Ember Spirit.
Playing it correctly, it feels like if you're playing it correctly just for that, it means you are pretty far behind.
Right. If your plan is we'll try and split push to the best of our abilities, you're not winning fights.
Yeah. And FNG is actually he is almost level 25 with that 30% EXP gain.
Yeah. So the next round of Roche coming out, I believe this one's the refresher.
It sure is. And you, guess what? You have a Coddle and you have an OD. This is some good heroes to give it to.
Yeah. I guess a lot worse on the Coddle than it used to be now, but still.
He does it. But it's better for zoning, but it's like worse for the overall, you know, the GH abuse of,
exactly.
Can't move at all.
Yeah, that was the best stuff.
Dude, it was when it first happened, people were like, he literally had like tranquil boots and a refresher. You're like, what is this guy doing? And then he just, oh, I forgot. That's why he's won a TI.
Exactly. Freaking guy.
Bottom still trying to push out Qatar. You see, they're just trying to split push waves down. Got to keep them all out.
Constantly. And for Gambit, this has got to be frustrating because you can see 16,000 gold ahead. They feel like they're in complete control of the game, but it's just sort of...
It's annoying, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think they're too mad about it. They're just like a little bit peeved. I mean, we'll just keep farming. We got the Midas. Yeah. We've got the almost level 25 Coddle. We've got an Earth Spirit who has 150 gold per minute. We're fine.
Right now, the OD, 6,000 gold ahead of the Juggernaut.
Remember, it was just... Oh, here we go. Toss back.
This could be pretty big for him, although I actually don't know if they can do anything to FN. He is going to stack up all of the int in the world and takes him down afterwards. The Winter's Curse comes a second too late. Now the Silence out as well. He's going to keep himself alive for the moment. The Hawk also on top of it, able to take down that Phoenix. That's a dieback for the Phoenix. No Supernova in this one, and now Afterlife chasing, finding the kill on the Winter Wyvern. Buybacks from the Wyvern. Kataro's also going to go down. He has a buyback as well, but I have a feeling Gambit are done with the fun and games. It's time to take towers.
And I love it how FNG did it there. He waited for the spin kills the first Will-O-Wisp like we talked about, and then he just pops the refresher and catches him again after the spin's done, and you can't do anything. It might just be over. Katara will have to buy back here, but can he do anything? That is the question. He does have ult.
Wants to Omni, but they jump forward with the Hex, and that's about all she wrote.
It's over, yeah. But guess what? Demolition Boys takes them to 44 minutes. They played, honestly, even though they went 0-2 I felt like this was the best they played all tournament. That game one especially, they had They could have won that game, I think, 99% of it, and then the end just happens. Good positioning by Gambit. And they look good, but Gambit, guess what? Favorites of the tournament coming in with Vici Gaming, and now, right there.
Yeah, they make it happen. The crowd very happy about it as well, of course. So we had one upset today with